Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing and tractor services, including zero-turn mowers for your fence line finish, we also offer rototilling and fence row spraying. We are family-owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm-ready. Powell Gene, Gene, at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
This is the time of year to count our blessings and to give thanks, and at Palm Garden, we're thankful for a lot. We're thankful to work in a place that shows such kindness and caring to people who need our services. We're thankful for the opportunity to learn life stories and celebrate them. Most of all, we're thankful for our precious guests and residents. Unique, different, special, elite. We are Palm Garden.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Embrace Magazine is boldly uniting lifestyles as the first ever and only gay magazine in North Central Florida, based right here in Ocala. Recently honored with 14 awards from the Florida Press Club, our mission is to unite the gay and straight communities through exceptional content appealing to all. Hi, I'm John Sotomayor, publisher and executive editor. Tune in to our radio show on Wednesday, November 25th at 10:30 a.m. here on WOCA. To read our digital issues, the premiere issue, and the newly published Heroes issue, follow us on Facebook and visit our website at embracemagazine.us.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, the inventor of MyPillow, and like all of you out there, I had problems sleeping. Pillows would go flat, I would flip-flop all night long, I would wake up with a sore neck, maybe a headache, or feel like I needed a nap even though I slept 8 hours. When I invented MyPillow, I wanted it to where you can move the patented fill to give you the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of sleep position. MyPillow will get you into that deep sleep faster, and you will stay there longer. It's not about how much time we spend in bed, it's about how much of that quality sleep we get. And I give you a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. And here's my best offer ever.
Right now, MyPillow has a special offer for you. 2 MyPillow premiums for one low price plus free shipping. Each pillow is made in the USA and is machine washable and dryable. Call 800-820-7056 or go to MyPillow.com and use promo code Annie to get 2 MyPillow premiums for one low price plus free shipping. That's 800-820-7056 or go to MyPillow.com, promo code Annie.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Promo code Annie.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to the 9:30 hour of Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt. Sonda Eunice joined us from 8:30 to 9:30. I think it's going to be a fun time. She's going to join us every Monday. She's going to highlight some local small businesses around our area, and it keeps you out of the studio for most of the day on Monday. So I'm okay with that.
You're going to pay for that, you know that. You don't have any idea. I know what I got to do today. I might do it. I might not do it. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I should be nice to you on the 15th and the 30th, shouldn't I?
Might. I don't know. My pen might run out of ink today. I don't know.
As long as the bank account doesn't run out of money, that's what's key. Joe Martone in studio with us. Joe,
yes, sir.
You know where Brothers Keepers was, right? Downtown, right across from the Marion Theater.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they moved from that spot to over by the Salvation Army thrift store over off of Bonnie Heath now. But the
or 27th,
yeah,
or
right.
it's
10th or 14th. Or
this
27th.
is great. This is the
that road that drives you nuts.
I've lived in many towns and many. I've been all over the world, and this is the craziest town with street names I've ever been anywhere.
You mean because the same street will be named 4 different things
exactly
all at one time?
Yeah.
Because Bonnie Heath is 17th, 10th, and 27th.
Right.
I mean,
why?
14th, 10th, Bonnie Heath, and 27th.
Yeah, why? Exactly.
Maybe we'll have to get somebody from the city to explain to us why. But anyway, Brothers Keepers moved
even if they had the road, well, we added a road, so we had to add it. No, keep the same damn name. Well, we got to add it because we had the road. No, keep the same damn name.
Bonnie Heath, 14th, 10th, and 27th.
You know what was the worst? The worst. Over 10 years ago when I came to this lovely town.
It is a lovely town. The brick city beautiful, as it were.
Right. I had my GPS.
Right. Oh.
And I would put it in, and I would end up nowhere near. And it was satellite, and the poor thing was going.
Yeah, well, that's because you have a 138th road, a 138th street, and a 138th street road.
Oh. Well, there's a
you do
dog.
know that there literally is a 138th street, a 138th road, and a 138th street road.
Oh, try Dogwood Road, Lane, Boulevard, Trail. It's all in one area, but it's all.
Hold on. I lived in Atlanta.
I've been
Every
there.
other road in Atlanta is named Peachtree.
If you're Peachtree, that's a different story, though.
Everything's Peachtree.
That's right. Jimmy Carter exit.
Jimmy Carter Boulevard, Peachtree Industrial, West Peachtree, Peachtree Trace.
Many times through there.
There's like 113 at last count names with the word Peachtree on their road.
Peachtree.
Yeah. So it can get confusing. But the reason I brought this story up.
Oh, there's a reason?
Was Brothers Keepers moved, and it vacated the old furniture store where it was located.
I have no idea what that is. But that's okay.
It's right across from the Marion Theater on the corner right there. You got the Marion Theater on one corner. You got an empty parking lot on another corner. You got a restaurant.
I thought that was an antique shop.
And you got Brothers Keepers. It was where they kept the furniture and everything.
And what's there now?
Well, there was going in. There's going to be a Mellow Mushroom. Yeah.
Get out!
Swear to God.
Get out!
I personally probably am anticipating it more than anybody in this town, except the people who own the franchise.
You lived in Boone.
I lived in Boone.
Blowing Rock.
Blowing Rock.
And that's where there's a Mellow Mushroom.
There is a Mellow Mushroom.
I rode my motorcycle up there in the rain one day.
It's right off King Street in Boone.
I parked across the street from it, got off the motorcycle, went in. It didn't stop raining. I took my time, ate.
They didn't care.
They didn't care.
You hung out.
I hung out, then I went back on the motorcycle,
down the
mountain again.
One of the nicest ones you ever see is there's a 3-story one in Nashville.
Yep.
It started as a little company on Piedmont in Atlanta, though. There's people say, Mellow Mushroom, how many are there? There's like 70 plus just in the city of Atlanta.
70?
70.
Oh, it's like Dunkin' Donuts on every corner.
Like Waffle House on every corner, on every interstate.
No, the Waffle House isn't bad.
No, Waffle House. Oh, I love Waffle House. You kidding me? And in Georgia, they're on the eastbound and southbound, eastbound and westbound exits on any interstate going east and west, and on the north and southbound exits of any exit going north and south.
And where's this?
Georgia.
Georgia, oh yeah.
Georgia Waffle House are everywhere. Look, you get me a ham mushroom and cheese omelet with my hash brown scattered, capped, chunked, and topped.
I stopped.
Scattered, covered, chunked, capped, and topped.
You go there? I said, heck yeah, I go there.
First off, they cook right in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay, you ain't worried about what's going on in the kitchen because the kitchen's
right there. Exactly.
So now
it's not fancy food; it's food.
So now that we've gotten all the way to we've gotten all the way to Waffle House and all. Can I get back to the story?
Oh, you had a story?
I know. So anyway, there's a mellow mushroom supposed to go into Brothers Keepers. Well, they gutted Brothers Keepers because they had to come in.
Well, yeah.
They had to come tear the floor out.
How many stories is this?
2 or 3.
So they're just taking downstairs.
Right. The mellow mushroom's gonna be on the ground floor. Yeah.
And when they coming on the air with us?
As soon as they open, which will be 2022.
2022?
And I'll tell you why. Brothers Keepers, when they got in there and tore the walls out and everything and just left the exterior walls, because they got to put gas lines in for the ovens and everything.
Yeah,
This was a furniture store. It wasn't a restaurant, so you got to do a lot of work.
2 years?
Well, Bryce Peak, who is the company, one of the people for the company developing it, said they got in there and started moving fill dirt around and everything and realized the exterior walls were moving too.
What?
The building is not structurally sound.
Bye-bye. I'm out of here.
They started tearing it down last week.
The whole building's coming down?
No, the whole building's coming down because it's not structurally safe.
Why, if the walls move?
Well, yeah.
And
the exterior walls.
And they've been in there all those years.
All those years.
But still, 2 years? No.
Bryce Peak said we were building a building inside of a building, and it was evident the overall structure was not going to be safe. We had every intention of making it work, but when we brought in fill dirt after gutting the inside, we experienced some shifting of the walls.
No.
This is a quote from Bryce Peak of Ocala Development.
And they're next to the movie theater, right?
Right, so they're knocking the whole thing down.
Makes sense.
But the building, don't fret. The old building should be down by the end of business today.
Yeah.
But the new one they're going to build will resemble the old one. So it'll keep the aesthetic look of downtown, with the Brick City motif and everything. So Mellow Mushroom Restaurant.
So now it'll just be a one-story.
Right. The Mellow Mushroom Restaurant is scheduled to occupy the ground floor with the second floor to be leased out.
Oh, so there's going to be 2 stories.
There's going to be 2 stories.
So let me ask, now, the man that owns the building.
Yes.
Did Mellow Mushroom buy the whole building from him?
They're leasing it.
So he's putting up the money to
the
redo
bottom floor, yeah.
Okay. Speaking of demolition, in Bellevue, there used to be a Kmart.
Right, yeah, I remember.
It's gone. It's flat.
They tore it down, yeah.
It's flat. I would go there, because I go to the little store over there, and what the? And it was a little gone. And they got the rent-a-fence all around it,
Right, oh yeah.
I said, what are they doing? All of a sudden, whoo, it's gone. And they're digging ditches in the ground, and I go, okay. Why? Because they're going to move a Publix that's a block away over there.
Right, of course.
I'm going.
They do that all the time, Joe.
I said, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I've seen Lowe's move from one corner to another. Why?
Yeah.
Well,
New store.
Leasing, maybe, or they own it,
They
maybe.
own it, right. Because like Publix 40 East Plaza, where the Publix is at the corner of State Road 40 and 36th Avenue. There's a Publix there. There's
Here we go.
Harbor Freight there. There's a lot of different things in that plaza.
Yes.
Publix owns that plaza.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
There you go.
And they lease it all out. Do you know where that Publix was?
Across the street.
It was where Staples is now on the boulevard.
Oh, really?
That was a Publix.
I didn't know that.
But Publix didn't own that plaza.
Aha!
They own the plaza at the corner of 46 and 30.
So I wonder if
40 and 36.
the old Kmart Plaza now, are they going to own the whole thing or not?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But a destruction just like that is I live out by the Pearl Britton Plaza, Publix, which is at the corner of 35th Street and 25th Ave. There's Pearl Britton Plaza. It's out. It's in a residential area.
Thank you.
And it's north of town. If you go 40 east, I forget Joe. You got to give Joe. He was in the Navy. You got to give him direct coordinates. If you go 40 east to 25th Avenue.
Okay.
Just past Charlie Horse and Burger King and everything.
Okay.
Take a left there on 25th Ave.
Okay, past the Elks Club.
You go past the Elks Club on 25th.
Keep going.
Cross over Bonnie Heath on 25th.
Over the railroad tracks?
Go over the railroad tracks.
There's a baseball field or something over there?
Go past all that.
Okay.
You'll come to a corner where
Regency Printing is?
No, go past that.
Keep going? Okay.
Yeah. The next light after 24th. That's where Regency Printing is.
Okay.
The next light past that's the corner of 25th and 35th.
And that's where...
There's a plaza there that you can't see because the woods are on the corner there. But there's a plaza there.
On the right?
If you took a right on 35th, the plaza would be on your left. If you cross 35th on 25th, the plaza entrance will be on your right.
Okay.
Okay? Well, there was a Publix there. The Pearl Britton Plaza Publix.
And?
It's gone.
Wiped it out.
No, well, they wiped the Publix out.
They're going to
They
rebuild
left the plaza from the pizzeria that's in the plaza.
Yeah.
I won't say what the name of the pizzeria is.
Until they buy time on the air.
The pizzeria in the plaza.
Yeah.
To the left, which encompasses the pizzeria, the Publix pharmacy that they moved out of the grocery store. Because even though the grocery store's closed, the pharmacy's still open.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
And then a barbershop.
Eh.
Then everything to the right of that they tore down.
And they're going to rebuild.
They're going to rebuild a new Publix and everything.
Well, think about, let's see, Merricamp and 36th.
Yeah.
Right on the corner there. That
where they're putting the coffee place in on the corner.
Right, they're putting a new coffee place. But they did the same. They just, and at the building, like, chop,
half of it, right?
woof,
Yeah.
gone.
At one of the structural walls, cut it down and gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Well, that's what they're doing here with this Publix and rebuilding it.
Yeah.
But because of that, I'm inconvenienced. Now I got to go to Publix at 40 East. Stop ruining my life.
Well, at least it's on the way.
Well, that's a good point. Good point.
It's on the way.
So
there's enough.
I got here this morning.
You got here this morning?
At about 7:15.
Yeah.
You were already in the building.
Oh, yeah, I got here early this day. I just got up, and what am I going to do? Pots around the house by myself? So I had production to do, so.
You know how many work you do around the house? Cut some bushes, trim some trees.
The neighbors don't like that at 7 in the morning. Ring.
That's why I don't do good in a neighborhood situation.
I've got a lot of trimming. I just trim my bushes and everything. Come to think of it, but yeah.
You know where I'm going today after the show?
No, but you're going to tell me.
I'll tell you after we take this phone call.
We got a phone call?
We do. Hi, caller. Who's this?
Good morning.
Hey.
How are you?
Pretty good. See, I live walking distance from Pearl Britton's.
Well, then you know,
that,
Hugh.
They tore down. Talking to one of the employees there, they figure they're going to be up and running in 9 months, which I don't know. That's going to be a lot of quick work.
No, 9 months. That's a long time.
No.
That is a long time.
Not to rebuild an entire grocery store.
Well, that's a long time. No.
I think Hugh.
The store is going to be as big as the one on 40, which is a very, very big store.
Right.
And it's kind of nice that they kept the pharmacy open, which I belong to, right next door to where they're building, so you're not inconvenienced that way. But it's going to be a beauty when it opens up.
Well, I'm inconvenienced that they closed the entryway off 25th. That aggravates me. They put the fence up to block my entry down the long. They put the fence up on 25th Avenue to block me from coming down the little alleyway entrance. That aggravates me.
For those who don't live in that area.
But I drove by it yesterday again and Sunday, and it looked like a bomb went off. I mean, the parking lot is just hills and hills of dirt and piping, and it's unbelievable.
It is.
Look at it, what it used to look like.
It is. Hey, Hugh, thanks for the call.
Okay.
Bada boom, bang, bing.
Yeah, it's it is a mess over there. It's a mess. Well, now I forgot what I was going to talk to you about. There was something I had to tell you too. We were talking about doing stuff in your yard and me doing.
Yeah. What are you going to do as soon as you get off the air?
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Damn it.
So
yeah.
That's why I have Joe here. He keeps me. I have senior moments. Joe keeps me up.
This morning, yeah, you've had a few this morning.
Guess where I'm going after work today?
You already got a haircut.
Yep.
Going to Disney.
Not going to Disney.
Hallelujah. I mean, I don't know.
Bob Wine's Community Gardens.
Oh, is anybody going with you?
Susan will be in attendance.
Uh-oh.
That's probably Lori from Bob Wine's Community Gardens.
Oh, yeah, no, that's Thursday. You give her a call on Thursday.
Yeah, probably tell her.
No. I've got this thing with this phone now, and it drives me crazy because you heard it just now on the air.
Yes.
And it's nothing. I don't see why it did. I have no idea.
Why don't you just turn it down and you're not bothered with it that way?
It's true, yeah, but it still does it. It goes over the top. So I have.
No, you can turn all your notifications down.
Okay, I will try that just for you. There we go. Okay.
You need
ringtone is down.
No, notifications.
Media's down. Notifications are off.
Well, then you should be fine now.
We'll see. We'll see.
Technology, it kind of.
They call it a smartphone, but it should be called smartphone.
No, Joe. The phone is smart. It didn't say smart person operating phone.
That's right. I agree with you 100%.
It did not say smart person. You don't ever.
There's a learning curve. Every time you get a new phone, it's a learning curve.
You don't read that book they give you with the phone?
Yes.
No, you don't. Nobody does.
I did.
And you think this, you go, well, it can't be that much different from my old phone.
Okay, well, you know what? Even when you get the new phone, right, and you got it all put down, you put it down, all of a sudden it goes, updating. Chili poppers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it was fine. Why do you have to update it? It was working. Why do you have to mess with it? It's fine. I don't need any patches. It's okay. It works. No, we got to update it. Why?
You would be just as fine with the old flip phones as you are these smartphones.
I can still buy one today if I wanted to.
You would buy flip phone is probably your speed because you don't do a whole lot of texting.
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh, do you do a lot of texting?
I do a lot of texting and a lot of picturing and all that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you do texting, the flip phones are useless.
Well, they have them, don't they?
Yeah, well, they do, but to text with the flip phones, the one button is A, B, and C, so you'd have to go.
Oh no! I need to.
You need the keyboard.
I don't use the keyboard. Well, I use it sparingly. No, the text I just talk, blah blah blah. And then I check back, make sure it says what I wanted it to say.
See, but isn't that doing the same thing twice? You say it, and then you go back and look at it, and then you got to still type in and correct anything that didn't get said right or that they didn't recognize right.
It depends who I'm sending it to.
Well,
I've got a book here in front of me that I'm going to get. I'll call it little ditties that come out every once in a while. It's a nice big book, so this will last a while. But it's just a little ditty, and it's from the Asheville, North Carolina area.
You mean jokes?
No, ditties. They're not
ditties.
Jokes.
Stories.
Oh,
yeah. All right, let's hear a mountain story.
A man from southern mountains had to go to California. It was his first trip by airplane, and the flight made 4 or 5 scheduled stops on the way. The man watched the gas trucks refueling the plane at each stop with great interest. When they landed at the destination, his seatmate commented, "We made pretty good time in spite of the stops." The mountaineer replied, "Yes, and that fellow with the gas tank did all right too."
I have no idea why I'm laughing.
But this is just stories. I don't know if they're true or not, but I mean, they're just mountain folk kind of stories.
Oh yeah, the fact that you knew this was his first flight and he was from the mountains. My first hint was he was on a flight that had 5 stops.
Yeah.
Somebody doesn't know what they're doing gets a flight with 5 stops.
Is it cheaper?
No, actually, no. More stops could actually be more expensive. So.
I'm doing you the favor. I sit in the plane. Drop.
What is the maximum number of stops you'll put up with? 1, 2,
3.
You'll put up with 3 layovers?
Well, it depends where I'm going. Yeah, because
now let's say you're going from Orlando International or Tampa International to Las Vegas.
No, you don't need any stops in there. That's a one-way shot.
You can get a one-way, but there are also flights with stops.
Yeah.
What's the
2?
What 2's the most?
You go from Orlando to 1 stop, then over. So it's 1 stop. Yeah.
Right. See, because back in the day, remember, if you flew out of Florida, everything stopped in Atlanta.
Well, that's it. That was the hub.
Because it was the hub for Delta and everything stopped in Atlanta.
Now Orlando's the hub.
Right. Now Orlando has its hub. And
so is St. Pete. That's a hub there.
So you can now get non-stops. But, I mean, if I have to do more than 1 stop, I'm not flying.
Oh, well, it depends on what you...
Unless, like, when I went to Mexico now. Even when I went to Mexico, we flew from Orlando to Houston.
Yeah.
And Houston to Querétaro. And when we flew back, we flew from Querétaro to Miami.
Yeah.
And then now that's a dumb flight to be Miami to Orlando. Literally, you think Orlando to Atlanta is a short flight?
Yeah.
Miami to Orlando.
We're up. We're down.
You literally get up to 31,000 feet, and then the pilot says, and now we're starting our descent.
Yeah.
You literally make a triangle.
That's it. Why? Why? I don't know, but that's what, yeah.
And so that is not a... To me,
I used to live in North Carolina, and if I had to go someplace, I'd fly from the mountains to Charlotte.
Right.
And then from Charlotte to wherever I was going. Well, I had to go up to Connecticut for an emergency once, and I flew from North Carolina to Charlotte, and then I went from Charlotte. Come to think of it, it wasn't that bad, because I went to Tweed, New Haven Airport, which is about the size of Ocala.
A regional airport.
Yeah, smaller airport, and for New Haven, Connecticut. So it's like, it's not that big, but it's not that small. You would think New Haven, a big city, would have a big airport. They had that's Tweed, New Haven. It's been there. And that was the little stop. So anytime you had to go for when I lived in New Haven, I would go on Tweed and then go to JFK or LaGuardia. And then from there, shoot out to wherever, to Chicago O'Hara. Then from Chicago O'Hara, then to L.A., blah, 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 so forth and so on. And so it was mostly two stops. So one year I had to go to Seattle. And Seattle was, again, from North Carolina to Charlotte and then all the way across. One shot. Same like Vegas, Charlotte. Right. Everything was out of Charlotte. It's one shot. So yeah.
Right. It's just, and with flight being so aggravating, because it's a police state now where you are not in control of anything.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been that way since 9/11. It's very, very aggravating sometimes to get on a plane. And it seems like this guy from the mountains wasn't aggravated at all. He was like, well, we made pretty well. So did the gas guy.
Yeah, without the gas, we were going to get there at all now, were we? Yeah, dummy. Yeah.
I had a pilot one time. We were flying from Atlanta to New Orleans for the 1996 Sugar Bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
Florida played Florida State. Florida won 52-20. Yeah, that's a little dig. So we're flying out of Atlanta into New Orleans. It stormed the whole way, Joe, and you couldn't see the wing. I was sitting on the wing, and you couldn't see the wing.
No, you were sitting inside looking at the wing.
Right, I was sitting inside looking at the wing, and you couldn't see it. The pilot comes on, and he goes, we got about 1,500 feet of visibility as we make our descent into New Orleans. And he's talking that very nice NPR voice. And the temperature in New Orleans today is 63 degrees. And, he's saying that. And as he's saying that, I'm thinking in my head, 1,500 feet of clearance. That means we'll come out of these clouds. We'll still be a quarter mile above the earth. We'll land. I'll be able to see what we're doing. Nothing will concern me. And I'm thinking of that. We touch down.
Oh, really?
And I look out, and I still can't see the wing. So
that's called instrument landing.
Instrument landing. So now I'm flustered. I don't like flying anyway. I get to the front. It's visible that I'm sweating and I'm not comfortable. The pilot looks at me and does this, wipes his brow and goes, "Phew, good thing for radar, huh?"
After you landed.
Yeah. We rented a car and drove back to Atlanta.
You did not.
Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. There was no flying back.
I call them the puddle hoppers.
Yeah, puddle jumpers.
Well,
tell your story. You got 15, 20 seconds.
That's all right. We took off sideways.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't deal with that either. I don't want anything to do with taking off sideways.
You sit in and have a little curtain, you can see the pilot up front.
A little curtain.
Yep.
You can see. Okay, I don't even want to know what those. That's the kind of planes Danny flies. I don't want to know.
No.
I don't want to know anything about it.
Okay.
Coming up next, I'm going to give you some numbers that have been manipulated horribly.
Right.
I'm going to tell you what the true numbers mean.
I'll give you some more rule.
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Say Radio News with Dan Naraki.
With the news that a COVID vaccine is just on the horizon, a program must be undertaken to reverse the attitude of some Americans that are overly skeptical of the vaccine. Former Surgeon General Vivek Murthy believes that may be just as important as the logistics behind distributing it. He tells Fox News that the government will have to make data readily available for review to build people's confidence in the vaccine.
Now the onus is on us to be as transparent as possible in helping them understand what the science does say, having experts review the data, making that data readily available so that even people outside the government can review it. That's what we're going to have to do. And ultimately, the way we allocate this vaccine has to be determined based on need, and that alone.
A recent Stat Murphy poll found that only 6 in 10 Americans said they would take a COVID-19 vaccine if it would lower their risk of getting infected by half. This is USA Radio News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
I've been taking vitamins off and on my whole adult life, and I've never seen any change. Not like this, not since I've been on Balance of Nature. I used to take prescription medication for muscle aches and stuff. I don't take that anymore. I wish I would have started it back when I first heard about it on the radio. And if I can give Balance of Nature any advice, keep it out on the radio, because I still hear these commercials from time to time, and I'm thinking, you people need to listen up. I mean, I'm over 50, and, your body starts wearing down. But Balance of Nature has literally changed my life. It really has.
Get a wide variety of all your daily recommended servings of whole fruits and vegetables without having to leave your home. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code USA.
Over the weekend, President Trump tweeted his support for a new coronavirus aid package, something that's been debated in Congress for several months. And as cases rise in the U.S., the need for one is becoming larger. Senator Chuck Schumer says the reason there hasn't been a package passed is Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. The New York Democrat says McConnell has turned down every bill that's been brought up.
The bottom line is very simple. We need a large, strong COVID bill to deal with our problems. We have heard for months, every time we get close to a deal, Senator McConnell says no. He has become the Dr. No of COVID.
McConnell did bring a $500 billion targeted bill to the Senate floor before the election, but the passage was blocked by Senate Democrats. Syracuse is back.
Today in Ag News from a southeast Ag Apple, the storm known as Ada affected various areas of Florida last week as both a hurricane and a tropical storm. And Clint Thompson reports South Florida fruit and vegetable growers were saturated by it.
And already saturated South Florida was flooded with rainfall from Hurricane Ida. The result were fruit that were either lost or will suffer from expected disease pressure as a result, says Gene McAvoy, University of Florida Regional Vegetable Extension Agent Emeritus.
We did have quite a lot of rain. We didn't really need it. I'm sure we'll see more disease. I've heard from some bean growers. Some of the guys like beans and corn, direct seeded stuff. They're gonna experience some stand loss from damping off. Sugarcane planting was delayed.
The South Florida area has experienced 2 months of excessive rainfall following a relatively dry summer. McAvoy estimated that in the Fort Lauderdale area alone, it had received 26 inches over the past month. It's twice as much as what his area has seen in Immokalee, and they've seen quite a bit.
Until about the first week of September, it was pretty dry, and then it really got wet. I know my personal property been, basically underwater, like pasture, but it's ankle deep across about 39 to 40 acres.
For more information, see VSCnews.com. For Southeast AgNet, I'm Clint Thompson.
For generations, we've worked the land. We've faced hardships and uncertainty.